That was cool last night, it was freezing. Were you nice and toasty?
That was nice, yeah. I was hot. Hot.
Adam's gonna cut some wood. Well guys, welcome back once again to another video and welcome back to the channel. Now I'm back over on Vancouver Island today for a couple of days. I want you to come back over and see Adam. Now it's not been long since I was last here, but you'll remember in my last video we tried out a new location, Snow Creek Falls, and what we wanted to do is we wanted to actually hike further up there to see if there was any more interest. I was really pleased with the images that I came across. It was just exciting to go to a different location. Now the way we're going to do it differently today, we're actually going to camp here this evening. Maybe tomorrow night, I'm not so sure. We might try a different location if we don't come across much further up that creek. But we have stopped off on the side of the road for the time being. We're checking out a waterfall just in front of us there to the right hand side. And it looks like there could be a chance of an image at the bottom of the falls especially. There's plenty of cascades there. So I'm going to get to show you the first image, the first composition that I found. This nice little area on the side of the mountain here. We've got some lovely cascades behind us, a variation of cascades that lead up to the bigger ones. Now I started off from looking from higher up and I've slowly worked my way around the scene. And what I've decided on, because it's busy around the edges, it's quite messy, the forest, I'm wanting to get in nice and close but with a wider angle lens, so I've put the 24mm on. We've got this boulder here, there's not as much moss but there's some really nice highlights on it, and it leads you up to these sets of falls very nicely. Got nice cascades that go from small to large, so plenty of interest. And getting in close with the 24mm means I've been able to discard the messy forest around the edges. Now I've put the polarizer on for this shot, but I've used it very sparingly. Using that polarizer too much is going to take away some of those really nice highlights, the interest on the boulder there, and it's also going to saturate those colours too much. We've already had rainfall, I don't need to saturate those colours anymore. It's just a really nice scene. A good example of working the scene. I started from far back and then I've just been fine-tuning it, getting closer every time. But what a wonderful little area. So we're just slowly making our way down this old logging road here. Some of the waterfalls are tremendous because we've had so much rainfall. They're beautiful. We've got this one behind us. Adam's just gone in there for the scout, and that's what we're doing. We're just referencing locations. We've got plenty of time, so we can really study the area. How was it further up?
Pretty cool, but I don't know if it's photo worthy.
It's neat.
Very messy.
That section there in the centre is really nice, where the branches lean over.
But it's very messy.
We can maybe shoot it on the way back.
Yeah, I quite like this section down here.
Yeah. Really is nice.
A lot of water.
Yeah, I was just saying there's a lot of water.
Lots of water.
Loads of water. So I think we're going to head back to the van. It's probably an area we're going to stop on our way back. So Adam's going to make me a cuppa. It has started to rain a little bit, and then we're going to head further up the trail, see if we can come across there.
Yeah. What time is it? 4:30.
4:30, so it doesn't get dark till 8 o'clock, so that's great.
I don't want to be making dinner at 8 though.
As long as you know you're making dinner.
Well, no.
We've got special dinner tonight. We're having a barbecue. You manage. Adam's gonna cut some wood. So we went a bit further up towards Snow Creek, and what we've decided to do, because we've got another couple of days out camping in the wilderness, we've decided to come find a spot quickly before it gets taken for the camp for tonight. We've got some nice steak, we're gonna have a barbecue, we're gonna get the fire going. But what a brilliant afternoon we've had, you know, just referencing and recceing locations to photograph first thing tomorrow morning. Adam's busy chopping away.
Windy here, isn't it?
He's going to get that fire going. Now he's complaining because it's windy. Is that worth all the chopping? That's going to be a reward. Get chopping. Well, good morning everybody. Quite tired this morning, but it's a nice start to the day. We've got some nice light and some early morning fog and mist there. Now, it was a bit of a cold night last night, hence the hat. Adam gave us a hat, so that kept my head nice and warm, but it was really cold.
That's kind of cool though, eh?
Just like me.
Cool.
I'm cool. I was cool last night. I was freezing. Were you nice and toasty?
That was nice, yeah. I was hot.
Anyway, it's time to get breakfast. The sun has came up. It's going to be pretty sunny today. But where we've seen the waterfalls, we've got a good feeling that they're going to be sheltered, so it shouldn't be too bad. So let's get some breakfast and a nice cup of coffee. So welcome back. I've made it to a set of waterfalls that I've photographed in my previous video, but you may remember that we didn't explore the whole creek that I'm at. I'm at Snow Creek Falls. Now the lower falls, it's hard to get a shot of the lower falls. There is 3 cascades down there, but there's a lot of branches leading in, so it doesn't really make for an image. Now look at this behind us. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to use the top of the bottom falls to incorporate the second lot of falls there. You remember that deadfall? It was hard to incorporate the falls into an image, but I was pleased with the image that I captured. What I wanted to do is I wanted to get a lot further back. Now you can't make it to the other side of the creek, but I've came out here and there's actually a ledge, so it means I can get all that deadfall because it's really interesting, and incorporate the falls nestled in the background. We're getting some nice morning light just above the falls. It's not too harsh, and I think it adds to the image itself. So I'm using the 35mm for this shot with the polarizer. Now I'm being sparingly with the polarizer. I don't want to oversaturate those colours. It's nice to have some highlights in there, and I'm really pleased that I found this spot. I'm not sure where Adam is. He must have gone further up and missed this area. So this one's mine. You've got to admit the view behind it is absolutely breathtaking. The light's changing all the time, so I'm just going to keep taking multiple shots as this light moves around. Hopeful that we get some rays of light. If not, it's still amazing anyway. I'm going to get this shot, make our way further up the creek and see what else awaits. So I wanted to hike a bit further up this creek. It is a bit of a bushwhack, it's quite tough going, but I want to venture a bit further on to where we came last time and see if there's any more to photograph. What a wonderful day. We're getting some cloud now, so that's helping with those bright highlights. I've just got to make a way down this sketchy trail. It is pretty sketchy, but if you watch what you're doing, it's fine. Oh, it's really cold today, hence Adam gave us a hat. I'm not sure it suits us, but it's doing what he wanted to do and it's keeping my head warm. So I'm going to venture a bit further up. It's already looking really nice, and we'll see if we can get some more shots. What a fabulous day. So I bushwhacked further up the trail. It was quite tricky, so I didn't do any video, and I've came down this part of the canyon here. More waterfalls. It's waterfall heaven in this area, so I'm going to work with this area and see what we can come up with before we move on. Now I have come across already my first shot. It's going to be that longer focal length, 135mm. We've got this upturned old growth tree in part of these falls here, and the textures and the colours and the details look amazing. There's some lovely highlights in there. The sun hasn't quite made it onto this upturned tree, and a lot of the details are to the right hand side. There's a bit of deadfall lodged in the left hand side, so it looks a bit messy, and I don't want to be having to clone loads of deadfall out of the image. So I'm looking for the cleanest area, and that's what I do a lot with my abstract style images. I'm using the polarizer I've put the polarizer on. It is taking a lot of that sheen, but not too much, because you want some of those highlights in there to really create a little bit of depth. Oh. And that's how slippy it is here. Adam's joined us now. He's trying the shot of the root system that I photographed before. So we're going to spend some time in here, see what we can come up with. Now I want to pay me attention to the falls behind us. That you can see it's rather messy, it's busy. And originally I thought, you know what, going tight with 135mm, but as I've looked at it longer, there's actually a shot there where I can discard some of that distraction at the top of the falls. We've got some light in there at the moment. It doesn't make for a pleasing shot. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use the structures within the centre of the image. I've got a fallen tree here and the root system sticking out of the water. That's filling in the left hand side of the frame really nicely. Got some deadfall at the right hand side. And then we've got all that lovely interest of the falls in the centre. Some nice textures on a fallen chunk in there. So as the water's hitting it, it's just creating all these patterns. So what I'm going to do is to discard the top and some of the bottom, because we've got a large expanse of water. I'm going to actually do a pano and I think that's going to work better for this particular waterfall. So I hope you've enjoyed today's adventure. It's been absolutely fabulous. I'm just waiting for Adam to return to the van. We have got to think about getting something to eat. I haven't even checked before and I don't know what time it is because we've had that much fun. Plenty of exploration. We've got to that furthest waterfall. Bit tricky to get to, but well worth the effort. So I hope you enjoyed the images. So we've got some other areas that we're wanting to check out. We referenced some areas yesterday. We're going to return to them, but I'm going to save that until next time. So if you've enjoyed today's video, as always, leave a comment below. It'd be much appreciated. Always great to hear from you. Go and check out Adam's channel. He's on his way back and I'm sure he'll be fine. But from here in Snow Creek Falls, thanks once again for watching. Much appreciated. Bye bye.